Now picture this, it's 9 a.m. on a weekday morning. Instead of being at the office, you're at home with a cup of coffee and your laptop is switched on, ready to start work for the day. Now many may see this work from home situation a perk as it means more flexibility in managing one's schedule. But some may find this arrangement lonely and isolating. More companies have adopted split team operations in light of the coronavirus outbreak. While many welcome the change in their work environment, some may find themselves struggling to adjust to working from home. Feeling isolated, facing many distractions at home, and having anxiety over not being able to focus are some common challenges you may face while working from home. Well, to share more on this, we have journalist Anjali Raguraman. Anjali, the Sunday Times is preparing a story on this. You spoke to some professionals who have had to work from home for a while, even before the coronavirus. So how have they coped with that?
Yeah, so split team operations may be a new phenomenon for many of us, but there are several Singaporeans who have been doing it for ages now.
Yeah,
and
of course.
there are professionals who are like CEOs, senior consultants, HR professionals. And so my colleague Hannah and I spoke to various people, and one of them is Miss Nasuha Marikan, who has a work from home arrangement because she has an 11-month-year-old daughter, as well as a father who had a stroke last year. So working from home gives her the flexibility to both go into the office and look after, go into the hospital and look after her dad, as well as come back home and look after her kid. And then later on in the day, she gets to finish up her work as a senior compliance consultant.
Now,
And,
Anjali, sorry,
yes.
Please go ahead.
Now, I was just going to add that she has a home office setup where, you have your MacBook Pro, your iMac, so she can review documents, and then she can take calls as and when she needs to. And then she's the sort of person who says that she does not like to conform to the 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. culture of like showing face in office. So this arrangement works for her, and it's a case across the board for many of the people we spoke. Yeah.
Now, Anjali, of course, you've been working from home for a few weeks now. How has the experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks, and personally, I'm getting major cabin fever. I quite like going out for events, meeting people in person instead of doing email interviews, or So it's been hard for me, but I think it's going to be for a bit more. So I got to figure out how to cope with it in the long term.
Anjali, what are some pro tips you've gotten on how to stay productive while working from home? I can imagine there'll be many distractions.
Oh yeah, especially things like the bed and the TV. So among the people we spoke to, they said that it's important to carve out a separate workspace. So you have like a desk or a separate, like to imitate your cubicle in the office, basically. So that and then you gotta maintain peace and quiet by like having maybe the radio or the music down to a low volume, or having the TV off. And then other things include making a to-do list. So you know what you got to get done for the day. And after each task is done, you strike it off. And lastly, you got to take active breaks, because you don't have the option of going up to the canteen for a tea break or, walking up to the desk to say hi or whatever. So some people we spoke to say, it's good to have a sweat session. So something like a quick 2-minute workout. So jumping jacks or mountain climbers, just something to get your endorphins flowing. Yeah.
Right. Good tips. Thank you so much. That was journalist Anjali Raguraman on how people can cope with the split team operations that companies have adopted. And you can read more, of course, on the Sunday Times this weekend.
And those are your top stories. Keep up to date with news in Singapore and around the world at straitstimes.com. I'm Dylan Ang with Oliver Quay. See you next week for more stories on The Big Story. Have a great weekend.